A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And he's going to be... On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
Throwing, Young. Throw left side, complete. That's Brooks. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game. And they got it done.
Young to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Young.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 4th down, Young. Pass taken in. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
He's got room at the 30.
And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. 1st and goal at the 5.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Following the fumble recovery, Travis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Was solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When you talk about this Seahawk defense,
and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Got a man, that's Leggett.
Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, Young from the gun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Man in motion left, Mingo.
Off the play fake, Young.
That's pulled in by Brooks.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Second and 3 from the 9.
Looking to throw, Young. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, Young loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
from the gun on third down. Travis.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Travis. And Wilson with it, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First target, first catch, and a first down. Looking to throw. Travis. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Travis. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. The Seahawks at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Young. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Leek Willen. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
On the set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Travis. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Alert, alert. Set go.
Running left is Walker.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw. Travis. He'll find Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now here's Young. Under pressure, and they get to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Young.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Travis. And his throw here's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
19 Lions.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. To throw, Young.
This ball taken in here by Brooks.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here comes third and about a foot.
Let's go.
Young to throw it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Young working out of the gun. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here is Young.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half. Young. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
This 2nd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Now inside the 25.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing after the interception, Travis. Completes it to Hardman. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Ready? 60 Bison. Go!
From the gun, it's Walker.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
This now a 3rd and 4.
It's Wilson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Ready, set. Ready. 18 Cardinal.
Young now. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Bryce Young
doing it himself from 9 yards out.
And the Panthers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Finding Hardman here over the middle. Third and 2.
Bronco 80. Ready, go.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ready, ready. Panther 11, Panther 11. Set up.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This one goes underneath to Walker, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set.
Throwing, Young. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now a 2nd and 10.
Young will set to throw.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Check go.
They'll set up a throw. That's pulled in by Brooks. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll throw again. Young. That's caught by Mingo, right side. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Young to throw it this time, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
19. Ready?
In motion, the tight end.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Set it.
Operating from the gun. Travis flushed out right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Young.
That one complete to Legette.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Xavier Legette
from 21 yards away.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. And Young's going to throw for this.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Ready. Hot, hot.
Now this time he'll look to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Let's go now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
That one goes for 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Steps away.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Carolina, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with